Hello, everybody out there in Pavlov land, general internet sleuths, and anybody else who cares to tune in. Tonight we're going to be watching the FBI versus Old People game. Joining me as ever is RFL.
Hello.
And yeah, so we've had a good couple of weeks of games here. So started round one with Lucky Round, Finish Bear Influence, Old People, and Virtual Assassins, moving into round two of the winners bracket. And then the knockout round, um, Lucky Shot, Sunset Ravens, Vulcan, Kompashka teamed up and burst off. Sunset Ravens and Kompashka came out ahead of that, meaning that they went up against, so Virtual Assassins versus Sunset Ravens. That's happening currently. Lucky Round versus Kompashka, also happening currently. Round two of the winners bracket had Lucky Round versus FBI. FBI won that, so they move into the semi-finals. Old People versus Virtual Assassins um, took place. Old People took that and are fighting against FBI then. What am I missing, RFL?
Well, funny enough, there was actually like a double losers bracket. Valk didn't just want to lose once, they wanted to lose twice against Kompashka, so that happened. But now, yeah, we're going to cover OP versus FBI. If you want to see Virtual Assassins versus Sunset Ravens, Hector is streaming right now, and I might pop over from time to time or in between games and announce the results, but I will say a spoiler warning. I don't think anybody from Lucky Round or Kompashka is streaming as far as I'm aware, so we are in the dark in terms of results there. But yeah, we're just gonna do FBI versus OP because I think, and I think you agree, this is absolutely the top game to watch. Not only because it's in the winners bracket, but also because it's probably the closest, I would say.
Yep.
But yeah, VA versus Sunset Ravens could also be close. I don't know. I think Lucky Round has it against Kompashka. No offense to the Russians. But yeah, I think FBI versus OP. I think OP is the slight favor here, I would say. But it's certainly, hopefully, going to be a close game. So
Absolutely. So far, the only people who've been truly knocked out of the competition thus far is Lucky Shot and Valk, winning or losing both the initial seed rounds and the follow-up knockout rounds, unfortunately. So we won't be seeing any more from them this season. But that's okay because we've got other games ahead of us, such as FBI versus OP.
yes.
So,
We
oh, go ahead.
we did collect the picks and bans. I'm just not 100% sure if I'm reading it right. I think OP banned Industry first. I'm
Hmm.
not sure. I think then FBI banned Stahl, and
Hmm.
then I'm not sure who banned Oil and who banned Autumn. I would assume that FBI banned Autumn, FBI banned Oil, and OP banned Autumn, but I'm not 100%.
So OP banned Industry and Autumn, and FBI
Yes.
banned Oil and Style. Yeah.
Yeah, that's to be expected, to be honest. Yeah, so I think both teams sort of ban maps they don't really like, and they know what the opposite team likes. So I think that was to be expected.
I think we're going to be seeing an awful lot of CS:GO maps
Yeah,
tonight.
there's not much left.
Yeah, right.
Stockpile was left, and then the three CS maps. So there's no way around a little bit of Counter Strike tonight.
I'd like to see a stockpile. I think it's a good map. Anyway, so we'll flip over to our first match here, which is going to be Mirage. Get that set up to go. Move you all across to there. Alrighty, about to get into it here. Let's get some things set up.
Yes, and Mirage is of course an OP favorite, and honestly, I wouldn't have it any other way. They literally always play this map, so it'll be interesting. I know FBI has played it a bunch as well, so you know both teams are really comfortable on this map, I would say.
Yep.
but it's a very CT-sided map, so I think it's gonna be still a lot of rounds for the defender. FBI opted to go T first to probably get the last CT round or one more CT round, which can be very important. What will they do with it though? Looks like an A.
Looks like an A with some mid.
Yeah.
Gonna be slow A. As mid aggression opens up.
And typically you expect it to be more of a B, I would say. Not necessarily 100%, but personally, I'm not a big fan of like mid on pistol round, but this time it seems to work out well for them. They traded in mid and sort of now mean only one person on A side and one in the connector. Now they sort of reveal their cards. Person from the connector comes back immediately, and we have somebody dead in mid and as well in Palace. So this attack is falling apart hard. Didn't clear out Toadies in dark, leaving this in a 1v4. He does have the bomb, but they know where he is, and yeah, he has to make this happen. I'm not entirely sure why.
If I was him, I'd run
He's
away
not.
and then come back slowly.
Yeah, but still.
Oh, just
Yeah,
missing
they
the
heard
shots,
the
but
reload.
nice
Oh, he
takedown.
gets the headshot,
Can't
but
quite
the
follow it.
Glock's too strong. Yeah. Yeah, they couldn't clear Toadies out of dark. It's a nasty spot because you don't know if he's like downstairs or upstairs. He has the Glock and you don't. So
Yeah, I
I
mean,
would have liked.
oh, sorry, go ahead.
I would have liked to see more sort of pushing on side immediately. They were like picking fights from Palace instead of just running out, basically. I think that would have been the better play to just get on side and trade out a person instead of trying to get a pick in this sneak.
I'm not sure what's going on here. The game seems to have locked up.
Is it is the recording over? No, it's not. Might have been like a crash start, but clearly not.
If I can attempt it to come back. Sorry
There
about
was a
this, guys.
PUBG update, so who knows? Maybe it broke something. I think we're
Okay.
past point now.
We're good.
Yeah, we missed the kill in mid. Karkin got system. He didn't even pay much, lost half its HP. And with American healthcare, I guess that can be very expensive.
It's a death sentence right
Now
there.
yeah, and FBI now slows it down. But with just 25 seconds on the clock. And oh no, do we have a disconnect or is that like a PUBG thing? I only count 4 OP members, so...
Yep, there's a disconnect
yeah.
there. That might be what caused the crash.
Yes,
maybe.
Oh, he's trying to run into the LMG with the bomb. It was very brave, but deadly, as it turns out. So even though it was a 4v5, they did manage to, you know, save the round. But for Eco, it was very good. And of course, now not having that player while they're on the CT, this is very triggering for me because last season in the champs we had this as well, where we had to play freaking Mirage 3v5 as a CT. If you lose players on this map, you want to lose them as T because you're expected to lose as T anyways. So OP probably really hates this right now. They absolutely want to not give away rounds.
We have Vipkey and Steve in chat as well. Hello, guys.
Yo, what up, Zeev? How are you doing? Kraken gets system again in mid. System usually a very strong mid player. I'm not saying he's weak here. We didn't really see the fight. But okay, Wok is in now, so it's a 5v5 again. So it was not too bad. And now it's a 2v3. Bomb is down. Unfortunately, Opello does have the Galil. Good flashbang comes in. I don't think he can prevent the defuse. Oh, mistype. But I think he still has the time.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good covering fire from his teammates there while he defused.
Yeah.
Not letting him get an inch. 3-0. OP seeming to have it all their own way. Despite the player disconnect, they still managed to pull that through, so bravo.
I can't even remember if Wok was in originally or if he swapped out, because my brain is not very functioning, but
That information is so 4 minutes ago.
yeah. Hopefully it was the last crash of the day and we get some solid 5-5s. OP now completely stacked out except for System, who paid dearly twice now, so his eco is not as good, but to be honest, in mid, if you have the M4 and then maybe a smoke grenade, and it looks like Samsky is swapped out with him now, pulling the LMG into mid. I'm not a mega fan of the LMG, but he certainly makes it work for now.
He absolutely does, doesn't he?
But the sort of danger is here, he has to be basically crouched. But I guess if you want to be crouched, you want to be in mid, because it's pretty much impossible to get naded there. Versus like on A side, where once you're spotted with the LMG, it's a lot easier.
A has been spotted and they had the bomb. Oh no, bomb has rotated over towards B, so it looks like we're going to see a B hit very soon.
But OP is very stationary. Now they're peeking. They need to get him fast. I think he's trying to nade, which... Yeah, there's the crossfire. Wok holding down the side, just beyond, but he's 1 HP. Well, not 1 HP, but he's dead. That's what I'm saying.
Gets the bomb down, which is good for the money.
Yeah, but they're on full loss now, and the economy of OP is just walking away, basically. So they need ground wins. They need to really take around here.
They do indeed.
Or this is gonna be really Jover.
4-0. It's looking a little bit tough for FBI right about now.
Yeah, I would like for FBI to do a little bit more in mid, because they tend to, I mean, now Samsky was in mid with the LMG, so maybe it's different now. But before, if they got the picks of System, I feel like if they could make more happen with mid, maybe they could go somewhere. But against the advice, they just decide to go full A. We'll see how that turns out. Decent bit of smokes, good smokes.
Lot of util.
Yeah.
Flooding through the smoke now. Dark going to be a problem. Eliminated.
It's so smoked that they didn't even see where exactly the ramp are, but they do get the bomb down. All players alive. They just need to keep it steady now. Totally falls on the stairs. Very important pick. Yeah, I think this is the first round for FBI.
Yeah, absolutely. The full smoke strat pretty much worked there for them. It's a good start, you know. Cut off everybody's sidelines, then take this.
Yeah. But System is fighting, wants to make it happen. He knows where one is, but I don't think he knows where the other is. Nope. So almost got it there, but Mad H was in an unexpected spot, and System fought two people at once, which tends to be deadly. So first round for FBI. Now their economy is certainly swinging. Opello has his M4. It's very M4 pilled, I would say. Very much prefers the M4. So this will also help with the next attack if they can keep it going. Interestingly, OP does have, you know, guns for sure. System even has a 50, which is really unfortunate for FBI potentially. They also have util, but if they don't win this round, their economy is ruined, and they would give away basically another round. And it looks like FBI is just doing exactly the same, which for OP is probably going to be hard to read, because these smokes, they don't necessarily need to mean anything, right?
Yeah.
But in this case, there is somebody in Ninja.
Oh.
He does prevent the bomb plant.
That's the decider right there.
Yeah.
Not enough people on site for them. Sorry.
Rick peeks out while he's reloading and he gets caught. But now it's a 2v1, and I believe they know where Wok is, because he just fired his M4. But the bomb is down on site. 40 seconds. This is very doable for FBI.
Phoenix is the first map. 1v1.
Yeah, so now they definitely have the position.
Here's the drop, but
And he
can't do
gets him.
anything about it.
Yeah, this is really important for FBI because, as I said, the economy for OP is now really weak. We see Samsky devolving into a full Englishman, buying a second knife, going to show people his knife. The rest of the teams also being very economical about the situation, which is the correct call, but it's not a call you want to make on the CT side. Hello, Phoenix.
Looks like we've got one person going across the A, possibly to drop smokes over to cause a distraction, while
Yeah,
B
ideally,
is completely open. There is no CT
interesting.
players in B.
I think this is the correct call, like the stacking, because you know the knives and everything. It's just unfortunate that they gambled wrong, or maybe have one person on B. Not sure what
Come
exactly
on,
is
guys.
FBI waiting for.
Water's good. Oh, they double back.
Yeah, this is unfortunate. I don't think they realized that OP is saving. Or Matt should at this point know, but I think because they got a pick, they're like, okay, this is easier now.
And the knife comes out and takes down Rig.
Yep. Bomb alone rushing on side. I don't like it, but I think it goes unpunished. Clips alive. Can he get a knife kill? I think he's just going for exits, but I hope FBI is too disciplined to go and hunt, because at this point they know he's like likely to not have anything. So
a VRML knife as well.
It's the VRML knife. I really like the bankrupt knife. I don't have it though. I think this is the bronze winner knife. The recolor.
Yeah. That looks alright actually.
I don't like recolors. I really like the bankrupt red one. It's kind of a stiletto sort of thing, but I don't have it, so I'm a plebeian. And then Clips decides he wants to see a fireworks, and the fireworks he sees. So yeah, it's interesting because OP had the player down and they won the round, and now that they're 5v5, they are losing 3 rounds. And yeah, I think they can now full buy, and with the loss, they should be able to full buy next round. But of course, you absolutely don't want to lose more than 3 rounds as the CT on this map, because then you're really going into oh shit territory, which, you know, it's not ideal. I guess with the losers bracket, you always have that safety in mind that you can always come back. You know, this is not the end if they lose, which I think plays a huge role in terms of like pressure. But maybe that's just me.
Bit of an odd setup here. They were looking like they were going to be 3-2, but it's now going to be 4-1 as the smokes come out.
There is value in having people run there because the person on B short can hear people run. So if you hear 2 sets of footsteps, it's a lot less obvious than 1 step of footsteps. And it looks like they're doing sort of a feint where they smoke but make it look like a fake, but then it's actually not a fake. We'll see if OP falls for it. It looks like, but will FBI get the timing though? Because now they would need to move. But are they moving, you know? Everything is completely in the open, but because there's no... And then the refresh of the smoke is... This is the giveaway. This is not what they have done. We have a trade on B, so that's helpful.
Oh, double gun down.
The LMG is ineffective through the smoke. Bjorn really needs to get a gun in his hand. He's just running around on site without, you know, anything. 3v3. Anything goes, I would say.
Oh, system taking down Kraken there.
Yeah.
And this is starting to close in around them. Dark dead. And that's the last of them cleaned up.
Yeah, it was also not planted for ramp. So this is really important. FBI will have money for a final round, but they could have gotten this. Again, the dropping the smoke, refreshing the smoke, there was a dead giveaway that B was a fake.
Yeah.
So they should have just walked in, but you know, hindsight and Puff TV's side is 2020.
Yeah. Except for when it's not.
Yeah. But yeah, then the actual fight Björn was the bomb planter, so he was a little bit sort of in an awkward spot because you can't really go anywhere. But yeah. Looks like they're opting for another A, which makes sense. I feel like they won all rounds on A side. If they can get this final round, then I think they're in a good spot. 4 rounds is pretty good. If they can't, then everything goes. 6-3 is pretty middle of the road. Oh, good artillery strike, but they just miss him. Sebsky probably too experienced as an LMG player to fall for this nade. If he was on ticket, he would have definitely taken most of the damage.
No, there's
this
one.
Oh, that was beautiful. I'm not sure it was 100% intentional, but he got. Couldn't see it coming. And this is the downside of the LMG. Good push here by MadH, and then falling off. Love to see it. This is exactly what you should do. You push up, you get the frag, and then you just get back to safety. There's no real point in pushing through if you have these numbers 5v3. He can just protect the flank now that he's low HP. And OP has to make a play here. And they still have some util, so maybe they can do clips or something. Not clips the player, clips the clips, you know.
Nice grenade by Clips.
Good counter nade, but Rig is in an unexpected spot. And now these delaying, like util, the flashbang might have just saved Orpello there. I feel like 2 people are about to push. But then Rig, of course, takes Orpello's life with a misclick away. 5-4, I would say it's a good half for FBI. I think 4 is pretty decent. It's weird because like 3 is pretty mid to bad and 4 suddenly is good, but this is just, in my opinion, how the map goes, you know?
Yeah. And to be fair, coming back from a 4-0 start, that's a strong half.
Yeah, and as OP, you'd really, like, if you lose this pistol round now, then morale will be really, really low, I would think, because they're just on a losing streak. If they win the pistol round now, then I think everything is open and it can swing mark. So if FBI can run away to a 5-6, then, you know, OP might be in trouble. If they can equalize now into a 5-5, then it's wide open. And it looks like they're going for a slow A.
Mid fight progresses as somebody's sneaking up in through window.
Yes, it's all open. I'm not entirely sure what happened there. Looks like the mid player went into ACOM, and in that timing...
That's the picks you need.
Yep. He does get 2, but I don't... Oh, beautiful headshot. And gets another. I mean, he gets traded out, but he really, like, prevented the worst here.
Why aren't they planting the bomb? That's the question.
The bomb is down, but this, like, ambushing rotations like System just did is really helpful. Matt really can only... Yep. Has to play time now. He knows where System is.
This was OP's round to throw away, really.
Yeah. And if he now runs away, he won the round. He just needs to run. System has no time to get the bomb. If he can keep out of line of sight. Oh, really well played by System, but he can't get the connection. Matt is really testing his luck here. Crossing once more, but System doesn't manage to hit him. System did the really smart play of just immediately backing out, not chasing him through CT. So he get another shot, which was a 50-50 if Matt stayed at CT or at ticket, then, you know, him being in jungle wouldn't have done anything and the round would have been lost. But Matt, you know, mind games pushed back into a main to deny System the fight. And System had the shot, he just missed it. So, you know, it was really well played by both of them. But in the end, Matt managed to get the round there. And even though Samsky's a brilliant flank, you know, got 3 people, basically got sight for free. Didn't pay off.
Flooding like into B side now.
Land, which, you know, they get a knife kill. But I don't like these. I know OP does them a bunch. But I feel like their Deagle play is too good to basically doom the round for this kind of thing.
Oh, well, there's a gun for next round. No, it's not. Never mind.
No.
Take that Deagle back. It's worth more.
Yeah. I think his chances of getting a kill with the Deagle is much higher than the Ump at this point. Even cracking his armor. And I think they still got the gun back that was dropped on B side. Not sure why he's playing super slow. I don't think he has the bomb.
I think
He
he's just
might look for
hunting.
new picks, but you know, why would FBI oblige him? They're just gonna guard the bomb at the other side of the map. You know, let him look around. Let him keep his 2 flashbangs in the smoke. The rest of what he has no value in the next round, or very little value, I would say. The Deagle, you know, very little value. They're all basically useless. You know, not useless, but really bad.
Yeah.
So, not sure what system is hoping to achieve here. I would have just go for it and try to get another kill, ideally with the ump, make some money.
Morty, yes, consensus I think is this is a CT sided side.
Yeah.
The CT sided map.
Yeah.
5 to 6.
You can get decent intel as a CT. The rotations are fast. You have a lot of good and strong positions like Ticket, and they have peek on stairs on A side. B side, the van is very strong. On side, there's a bunch of lurk spots. Retakes are not by any means easy, but they're possible, especially if you have util, you know, so it's very stacked towards CT, I would say.
Early mid
It
smoke.
looks like they're LMGing back. The disrespect towards Samsky, I guess. But the question is, can Matt pull it off? He lost a bunch of HP. And now has given up the fight, which is smart, I would say. With that HP, you shouldn't even challenge that anymore. He's smelling the climbing. He's smelling it.
Oh, but it's not coming.
But OP has to do something here. Clock's ticking. I mean, they still have a full minute.
Climb. Flash is too deep.
Yeah, the flashbang flashes the, what is that, a can of paint or something. You know, that can of paint is fully flashed by Samsky. Now he's attempting it. Oh, the line of fire there, really dangerous. I don't know who that is. But yeah, he finds death.
But that keeps him focused over there while B comes through mid.
Yeah.
Oh, brutal.
But now they should know, so if the B player, I think it's Rick, can stay alive while the rotations come in. He can't, so he gets killed. It's 2v2 now. Actually, it's 3v2. There's still somebody under, but with just 5 seconds on the clock, they really have to plant this. Doesn't get denied, interestingly. Waits on his teammates. Probably a call from, I think Opello is under. I'm not 100% sure if that's Opello. But he's on the flank, so if they play this smart, if they wait on each other, yeah, it's Opello. Then that should be a pretty easy retake. Get the van, which was the most important, and then side has no chance. Yeah, I mean, they could have denied the plant, I feel like, and won the round right there, but this is probably less risky. And now it's starting to look bad for OP in the sense that 5-7, they have the money and they should force because next round they will be on full loss. But, you know, FBI is just running away with the money.
Given the round score, is this when you pull out your 5-7? You're like, yeah, this is the gun I use now.
Well, the thing is, they have money for real guns, so they don't even need to use a 5-7.
Ah, fair.
The only advantage would be 5 people, 5-7, so everybody just has to hit the shot. But yeah.
Quick out on A, but smoked off.
Yeah. Not sure what B's doing. I think B's a fake.
Oh, that grenade's good.
I think he was in the corner. And now they're breaching, and it doesn't look like FBI is aware. Opello gets surprised and shut down. So now they have A for free. So this is looking very good. Rotations are super slow. They know Kraken is on ticket, so they're good on dark, and still no rotation. I'm not sure, but that one B player seems to really have tricked FBI. And now it's a 2v4, 1v4. Yeah, he needs to save.
Yep, it's exactly what he's going to do. I thought he wasn't there. I was sure he wasn't there, but no.
Yeah.
He got your memo.
1v4 with no HP, you know, that's ballsy. The score is, this is the first map, and anybody saying anything about other maps or the final score will get a ban.
Hello. Hi, Harry.
How many Northern Irish are there in Pavlov?
That's a good question. I don't know. I know of at least 4.
Damn. And I don't even know an Irish, do I? Or is Z from... Z is from Northern Ireland too.
By the way, Harry, I was including you in that count of 4 people that I know that play Pavlov from Northern Ireland.
Now we have 6-7, which is not as funny as funny number, but funny number might still, you know, go if FBI can keep it going or bring it back. Well, you know, you just named the only 2 cities, and cities we use as a word very liberally, so it's like, you know.
Townships. Oh, system taking Matt down the window instantly.
Just peeks and gets the headshot, and that opens up so much. It looks like they're going for an A, but also on catwalk. They might get the catwalk. Yep, gets another kill. Rick with the white peak, really aggressive, gets punished for it. And honestly, FBI might just need to save this one again, even though nothing is even planted yet. But they lost complete map control. It's at 3v5.
It's a B rotate.
2v5. Yeah, that's the danger of it, right? You don't have control of the map, and then suddenly Toadies is there and shoots you in the face. You know?
Calling it all clear here.
Toadies still hunting for kills. Might be his downfall, depending if he gets cleared out there. But he might also get a kill. They must suspect him to be here, but
oh, here's
the corner.
Doesn't check a
second corner. Expect the little flower pot to be an M4. But yeah, Opello probably can't even save any guns because he's low HP and he doesn't know where everybody is, and there's 4 of them, so you know. Yeah. And apparently somebody's still hunting for kills, trying to get him with a very aggressive play, I would say. Opello's playing super safe though, so he should be in the clear. Even if that person comes near, he will have made so much noise that Opello should have.
Still a second or 2.
Ooh.
Not quite.
7-7, so no more funny number. FBI now needs to save, so this might just be the swing that OP needs.
We enter round 15, and where did the player names go? Oh, it's just him that doesn't have a player name. Okay, interesting.
Maybe that's crash related.
I think he survived the round, and it sometimes doesn't.
Interesting name.
Not going quite where it's needed. System taking down Kraken straight away.
Yeah. Gets his revenge on the prior mid fights. Channeling his inner Englishman by bringing out the knife. Well, shall see if that nets him a kill.
Also a silver winner's knife.
Yeah. OP a little bit hesitant. I feel like they must know FBI is saving, so I feel like they should just group and get it over with a little bit. Because it can be.
Doesn't get knifed.
Just get it. Yeah. Cool, and 4 from Opello. You should try to save that one.
That didn't work out.
Now
where am I?
He's all alone, and they know he has an M4, so they might just go for him, especially since they know where he is. I would not bet on his life right now.
Oh,
yep. Grouped up and taken down. Not sure why Toadies decided to pick up the AK, which they can buy themselves instead of the M4, which they can't. But you know, preferences, I guess.
Some people just like the AK, you know.
Yeah. I don't believe that is another cast. I know that Hector from VA is streaming his POV. I don't think there's a stream from Lucky Round against Kompashka, was it? Was it Kompashka? My brain.
We do have a distinct lack of casters in Pavlov space, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Hence why me and RFL are doing it. Otherwise, I don't think either of us would be here. We'd just sit back and watch other people do it.
Even my cat is streaming. Toadies gets Opello. It looks like a little bit FBI is falling apart. I don't know if it's the nerves, but FBI tends to lose a player and then it just, the defense falls apart. Toadies here falls apart, gets headshot in midair and then just decides to hang around. System gets Kraken again, but gets refragged. And Clips gets punished for planting, so this is definitely possible, especially as it's just 1v3. If they group up, they still have some util, although I don't think it will be very effective. They cleared out the plan. Now though, Rick does get him. It's a little bit risky, I feel like. If he lost that 1v1, then you know, everything was for the taking, but he did win it, so I guess everything is forgiven. And this means 8-8. OP still has money for the final round, so eco-wise, they're both in a decent spot. And it just comes down to raw, basically fragging and tactics. Yeah, I mean, sure, we'll pause for several months, and then because he's like in South America, so this flight probably will take like, I don't know, 8 hours or something at least.
On the bright side, there's a VOD of this, so you can watch it back at your leisure, Morty.
Oh, we're not even playing casting this live. This has already happened. So,
also true.
And looks like it's a full B with some good faking on A. Lots of smoke, the smoke soup. I really think the smoke nerf was necessary because this is after the nerf, you know, not before. Yeah. So yeah, I think it was a good decision by Vanguard. Bankrupt, not Vanguard. But it doesn't look like FBI gave up B, and now OP seems to hesitate in terms of what they should do. Walking it back, which is valid, but they didn't get a pick, you know, so now it's like they just lost 30 seconds and didn't really achieve anything. It doesn't look like FBI is moving. They're just very stationary, which is smart, you know, they don't really have intel, they have no need to move. Clips is one shot, just hiding in the corner. This is a bit dangerous because the nade, if you nade in there, he's basically dead, and it's pretty easy to nade in there. But it doesn't look like anybody has a nade, so. But they have mid now. They might, yep. Gets traded on the refrag. That's unfortunate, and Toadies climbs in, and now, yep, perfect timing there. Waits for a distraction on A. You know the mid player was gonna take that one. And now he just cut the map in half and cuts Opello's head. Rick takes him, but he needs to save this, and I think he does. Means they're going into the potential, I guess, map point, because it's not match point, it's a map point. But FBI should have just about enough money for rifles.
I'm just zooming around the map, guys. Yeah. What else am I to do?
Not sure why these crates always need blowing up, you know, but I guess it's what we do.
Yeah. Or it's what we try to stop them doing.
Yeah.
OP taking the slight lead now, 9-8. And everybody's economy, well, FBI's economy is looking a little bit short. They need to win this, but for more reasons than just their economy.
Yeah, Kraken did buy a Digo. It's a little bit of miscommunication there. He also still has a lot of money, so he could have bought util and everything, but you know, that's just the pressure of the game. OP has a lot of util on their hands, which is what you need. Looks like they're going for an A. They have a very aggressive forward player. Gets punished for it. Unfortunate timing. Turns around, gets shot in the back of the head. You know? And the Iceburn is also one shot. So I see this going towards FBI, especially since B players are not rotating. Yeah, they just take side.
Everything's smoked off. One coming through.
Yeah, I think that's GG.
Looks like they're going to grip up in CT.
Yeah, Tori's really being aggressive here, but it's really working out. He gets, he gets a lot of frags, gets a lot of disruption, and now it's just down to Kraken against 5. I'm not sure what he's waiting on, because he has 20 seconds to kill 5 people and win the round. That's that. I think this could have gone either way, but in the end, I feel like OP got the picks they needed. Their last 3 or 4 rounds, they just got kills and then walked on side. Good smokes, just locking down, disrupting, controlling mid, basically preventing the rotations. So yeah, that's just, I guess, practice. There's a lot of practice here, so that's how it goes sometimes.
Okay, so that's problematic. Y'all didn't see that.
While we wait, in case you don't want to hear the results of any other game, I advise you to mute now. I give you 5 seconds. And then I will announce that VA has... Okay, I think they're gone. Has won the first round, Inferno 10-4, so pretty one-sided. Sunset Ravens does have a player I don't even recognize, but I guess he could have changed the name. I'm too lazy to look it up. And then the second map appears to be Ulrich, which appears to be in favor of Sunset Ravens. If I can get the final score, please, YouTube. There it is. Oh, actually 10-9, really close, but Sunset Raven won, so it's coming down to a final map. And it's still going, so we don't know what's happening there.
Cool. I'm not sure which map is up next for this game, so I just picked one that I thought it might be. And I was right. Let's go.
Classic stock, classic stock.
I did ask for it, so be careful what you ask for, I guess. You didn't see anything on the webpage. No, that didn't happen. There was no leaked information, I swear. Why is my mouse twitchy? Sorry. Turn down the sensitivity. Alright.
We go back to live. We have a black hat in the chat.
And FBI up on T side, making their way towards A. Early knife comes through, not making any contact, but there's always a chance.
I believe it's system on A long. It's usually where he plays, and he's really hard to play against. He knows exactly how to play this. Yep, that's him. The trick here, in quote-unquote trick, is to delay. You're not looking to basically win every fight or hold that lane. You're just going to try to get a pick if you can, but definitely know when to leave. And a lot of players don't know this. Because it's a losing lane, basically. If the enemy team plays it well, doubles up, then you have very little chance of holding this. But yeah, OP knows this, there's already the backup coming with an off angle. Can they make a play here? They must suspect that that's system, because not system, because system has a deagle and CT is not a deagle. Samsky gets up hello, but Kraken refrags him.
Push on site comes through. Bomb plank goes down.
Yes, but they are flanked. Toris gets the kills with the Glock. Rick is still alive, but another Glock kill. It's a very balanced gun. Takes a lot of effort to just pull the trigger and see everybody die. I'm totally not saying nerf this gun. It's got it. No, it's actually I'm actually kidding, because even though it's obviously probably the best pistol, it's also 650. So, or is
Mm.
it 600? Something like that. So it's really expensive.
I remember a time when you could full auto the Glock and it was like
Yeah.
400 or 450 or something like that.
Yeah.
The good old days.
Yeah. And it looks like FBI is forcing, might age forcing a vector again. I'm not sure if this is like, I would always take the mini AK over the vector.
Oh, just a
I
little
don't like
too
the
cooked.
Bison either. So, you know, I can totally see why somebody would forego the Bison, but yeah, it will be interesting to see if this pays off. This vector did not pay off. System just mowed him down with the M4. Opello has the AK, which is what you want in this fight. Yep, gets the headshot, exactly. But the LMG is already in position.
They're just getting whittled down one by one. From the side,
Yeah, but
though.
they make it work. Rick falls off in mid, which is probably usually the smart play, but it might have cost them almost there. But the mid player is carefully checking, which, you know, he kind of had to do. So I guess it's fine. Well, just have an M16, I believe both of them would be killed with just one burst, regardless of hit. Like, he doesn't even need to headshot, but of course he doesn't know this. And then, of course, they have an AK and they only need to hit him once. He's playing this a little bit too slow. He doesn't have time for this.
He was going for another angle. He might be best just picking up that gun and going.
Yeah. There's no chance at this point. 8 seconds, 2 people alive. Oh, spicy pickup. He gets it though. I was about to say, if this was planted on the other side, he might have died there, but it was planted on the correct side, I guess.
The more you know. You gotta know where the bomb was planted to get away from it, right?
Yeah. But I mean, he probably suspected, just given on how the enemy played and also the sound the bomb makes. Although I find it so tricky at times.
Nice Bjorn with that bomb. It
So
looks
yeah,
like it's going to be a B hit here.
Yeah, it was a good save on FBI's part. They forced, then they got the round, and now, you know, OP's economy is kind of broken. They have 2 rifles. The rest needs to save. Not sure what that smoke's about. That smoke went terribly wrong, but I don't think they're going to get punished for it.
Forced their way through it. Now, did they check the right angles? That's the question. Speaker doesn't. Get sniped.
The panic smoke also comes out, but nobody else is on site. OP this time decides to have somebody on site, which, you know, paid off. Some minor difficulties planting the bomb. Pello running around with the guns is a little bit dangerous. But Cody doesn't seize the moment. I think he's waiting on his teammates to sort of cause a distraction. Because there's 2 rifles in play, this is totally winnable. 3 actually. Walk picked up a gun somewhere. And now it's a 1v1.
Should actually be looking at...
We'll walk again.
Fox POV, he's got stuff to do. Flash comes out, no time though.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, he's not getting out of here.
Oof. If he had clippers, that flashbang would have been, you know, perfect. But he didn't have clippers, so it's like you missed a crucial step there.
Not enough money for clippers at this stage, unfortunately.
Yeah. But then why run in and flash if you can't follow it up in any way? You know, that's what I'm wondering. But again, it's like the pressure. Maybe he thought he had time.
Yeah.
OP comms. Just for the heck of it, you know, there's many good reasons.
Grenade comes out.
Oh, that was on point. Tagging 3 people.
And now they know that there's people down here as well.
Yeah. Although they're not moving on that information. Counter-nade does not tag.
System taking down Krieger.
He was half HP, so one swing by system was instantly dead. It sucks, but sometimes if you get hit that early, you almost have to, like, save it.
Yeah.
This is insane, but if 3 people are low, the round's basically over if you get no picks. Matt sneaking under gun box. think Cody's completely unaware. Oh no, it's Clips actually. He does get Bjorn though. And then sneaks into CT. And
Gets
Cody's
flashed. Oh, mid goes a little too far.
Does get attack on him and forces him to reveal his position. Walk does get mad. There's the annoying flashbang again.
Yeah.
They don't know where the last is, and they don't expect him there.
And he gets both. I'm going to replay that from his point of view for 2 reasons.
Yeah. I was about to say, I was not such a player that you needed to rewind, but you needed to rewind. He waited, I love it. He waited for Samsky to cross because Samsky didn't check that corner, and then Walk maybe felt he was safe, but it was all a lie. So far it's going good for FBI. Again, I think this map sort of swung into T-sided, so I wouldn't read too much into this lead, but with the safe round win and then the follow-up win, they must feel pretty good about themselves.
Looks like we're going to go for another B hit here. Or the util going out.
Yep.
Remember, sports drink. Good for you.
Yeah, sports drink. Drink sports drink while you watch sports team. Looks like OP is saving once more. Interesting choice, but understandable. Doesn't really work out. Everybody just gets murdered. And now Clips goes to investigate, looks for clues. Sneaks through the smoke, so they probably don't expect him there. Almost comical timing. Where's his teammate? He's flanking all the way around. Not sure why. Maybe he's looking for guns, but they shouldn't have any spare guns either. So, yeah, he only finds death, no clues. But System, yeah, he does manage to get Marriage. Wants to get the gun, but Opello says no. Echo immediately into Pavlov TV. Maybe it's time for a ticket. I kid. He probably just wants to see some sick headshots he delivered himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, another round for FBI. They're really running away here, but yeah, I think anything goes.
I think using Pav TV for your like after chat is really useful. You know, go through your team strats and where you did well, where you didn't do well. You know, things to work on and all that.
Interesting, a 5-minute A-long. I absolutely hate it, but I'm really curious to see where it goes. Like, one grenade could have done so much damage there.
Such sneak. Much wow.
But I have to say, it might not be the worst, just because OP plays it traditional. They're not aggressive in mid. They're not aggressive on a main, which you can be. Oh, the timing by mid-age is right now not very good. He turns around just as Clips peeks him. So, you know, that's unlucky. Good grenade right there. And then the LMG is there to lock it down, and they have no flanks, so they're just stuck here. This is why I hate this. You know, they're all just stuck in this corner, about to be flanked on 3 sides, just getting absolutely, you know, blasted with Util. And just crossfire to hell, and Opello about to get shot in the back. It's like I can look into the future. Yeah. Friends don't let friends 5 men alone. That's what I'm saying. I'm pretty sure that's in like a Chinese fortune cookie. Fortune cookie saying if you 5 men into a lane, you're gonna have a bad time. Pretty sure that's where I read that.
Is that from the same?
Desperately trying to pick up the nade.
Is that from the same guys who brought you Man Who Climbs on Toilet is High on Pot?
Yes, absolutely. Util coming out, and I just want to point out how much I like the fact that every util in Pavlov is like quote-unquote real. The thing I really dislike about Counter-Strike is like you just look up where you need to put your crosshair in order to like land the perfect smoke on any given map. This just doesn't happen in Pavlov. Instead, this happens. Everybody gets mowed the fuck down.
Oh, wow.
Even Toadies who gets naded by a system, but I think at this point they can afford it, and it's just Opello with basically no HP left. was thinking, you know, maybe not. But no, just murder. I'm not sure what happened there. It's just perfect crossfire. Maybe OP pushed a main and therefore they knew it was a B, but that was brutal. That doesn't feel good for FBI. They still have money, but damn, that's a comeback.
FBI
I
still
think
in
they
the lead,
need
but
2 more rounds. Sorry.
oh, okay. Yeah, 2 more rounds would be nice, but I mean that's always true.
Yeah. I don't know how much I want to put into that saying this is T-sided. I thought it was balanced for the most part, but anytime I look at scores now, anytime I look at my own results, I always feel like you get way more rounds on T-side, even though it doesn't feel that way. It just seems to be like more T-sided than I thought it was. Samsky deletes or Pello shoots him in the face. There's that 3-man breach, but Gunbox Clip's still alive. Mid about to come in. I don't think anybody's in mid. And A-Long, I think system fell off. Going back to A-Long, but gets punished by mid-age while Bjorn takes some clips on side and they get it down 4v3, so this is potentially around. Tony is checking for A-Long, is waiting on his team. It's a really nasty spot there on A-Long. He doesn't even need to fight this at this point. He's done his job. He's delaying. He's preventing the flank. He's giving the intel. And he stays alive. It's even worse. Walk making noise for Bjorn to spot him, pre-fire him. And yeah, Rick is just ready in the corner because Toadies got spotted earlier. This was a perfect hold on FBI's part. This must feel good. Except for Pello, who lost his face to an LMG, which, you know, is kind of awkward. But
Hazards of war?
Yeah. And I feel like if you want to lose your face, you probably don't want to lose it to the LMG, because there's probably nothing left when Samsky pulls that trigger, squeezes it. It's just bullets upon bullets. Yeah, 3-5. Anything goes. Pre-nade too short. I'm not sure what that nade was about, to be honest.
Icebergs.
Gets spotted. Now falls off because he knows the util is coming. Is the util coming? Yeah, Toadi's aggressive now, which I really like to see, because so far they haven't been. FBI is not really expecting it. We get surprised, and they completely have map control. They know it's not a B. Toadies is in this super annoying position.
Oh, that nade! Doesn't quite land where it's needed, but...
Yeah. System a little bit too aggressive here. And Toadies also trying to make more happen. But maybe it's enough. Oh, Pello refracts. Oh, he has no cover there. Yeah, he needs to wait until he can get covered. 40 seconds. Yeah. It's unfortunate. I feel like that was winnable, but they might have not realized how much time they still had. They had 40 seconds, so they could have totally waited, synced up, and then got the bomb down with covering each other instead of attempting a quick plan, which at this point wasn't really quick. Remember, Toadies took the mid at first, so the FBI should have totally known that everybody was already basically on A side, which they were. But yeah, it's just heat of the moment, I guess. And now, time for the pistol round on OP's part. It looks pretty traditional. Actually, no. What am I saying? 2 people A long, 1 mid, and 2 B. This is absolute insanity. I have no idea what's going on. What is this? Like a MOBA? Are they like keeping on both outer lanes? And you know, what the heck is this? Yeah, it might have been a fake, but I'm not sure how much it worked.
It didn't.
Mid fell off, but only for a second, and now everything is reset. And basically you lost 20-25 seconds on doing fuck all.
Well, it looks like they could actually rotate over towards B now.
Yeah, but B's also still there. So.
Yep, I'm just calling it as I see it.
Made it smoked up beautiful, and now they walked into B's side. I'm not sure what Plastic was doing. Maybe taking a smoke break, but Rig is there to intercept, shoot him in the butt with the Glock. But then gets headshotted, and now they have sight. I really would have liked to see more from this Plastic player. I'm not sure why he's so... I think that's Matt. He was probably waiting on his team. But yeah, now it's all even. Clips gets Kraken, and FBI needs to breach this, but Beyond Breach is totally spaced. They know about both of them, but can they do something about them?
Good covering fire.
The crossfire is too strong. Oh, I was about to say, is the Glock strong enough, but system hiding in that sneaky corner. Probably not expected by Mad Age. And yeah, OP gets the round.
All tied up at 5-5. And yeah, it's still anybody's game at this stage.
Yeah, it does contain traces of the FBI, so we have 2 Finnish players and then a Swedish player, which, you know, historically, Finland is basically Sweden, as far as I understand it. I mean, it sounds pretty racist, but apparently even the national hymn and the national like saga or whatever was written by a Swede, like the Finnish one. You know, so Kraken is just deleting players there, but eventually they take him down, take side, good smoke in mid. Which on a safe round, I'm not 100% sure, because there can be dangerous knives, but I'm sure OP can lock it down, although 3v3 makes this a lot more scary. The flank can come in, get a pick, and this might, yep, there it is. This might just all fall apart. System does manage to get Rig.
Walk
And
gets
Vox
out.
sneaks by. The crossfire attacks him good, but not good enough. Oh, and they must know Wok is there, because they saw him earlier. I think he got a kill earlier.
1 hit though, and he's down.
Yep.
Swaps out for an AK, but doesn't have it ready yet, just in time.
Yep. This is one of those things that, like, I'm guilty as well, but if you pick up a gun in such a situation, you always want to reload, right? You want to make sure your gun is fully loaded, but it's deadly so many times, and then there probably were still 15 bullets in there, which is all you need. So in those, like, what's the chance that AK you pick up is completely empty, or like 5 bullets left? Almost all AKs have like half the ammo, so you shouldn't reload at that point. But again, it's very normal to just make sure it's loaded. Oh no, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that. Black Hat, I wouldn't say that at all. Not that you would know, you know, going only to Spain. Oh, there's the sprint peak. He gets the info and then he fucks off. Absolutely beautiful. Also this. Oh, this might be too aggressive. He survives, but for how long? He knows multiple players are there. Yep.
Oh,
but kill. Yep.
Totally did the work for him.
Oh, that's a beautiful push in mid. It's smoked off. Rick does get revenge, but they lose sight, and now it's a 2v3 for FBI. I feel like OP really has it down right now in terms of like breaching together, just having the angles when they need them.
Rick out here waiting for his teammate to get up there, but now
he
he's
gets
smoked off.
That's a beautiful smoke. They need to abort this. They need to save. It sucks, but I don't think they have any chance of taking this. If Matt can get the pick, but it's a trade. Rick goes for it, but gets taken out by Clips. Interesting. I feel like that flashbang should have done more, but the problem of this map is like the flashbangs and like the corners, like these steel beams, the ceilings and everything. There's a lot of like nooks where flashes seems to just get eaten. Like this is why I think A-Long is also pretty hard to defend, because you can't reliably, like, you totally can flash people, but at other times you throw it in like a little corner and then it doesn't do anything. So it's like really risky, and I feel like that's just happened with the flashbang there on side. Rick threw it and it didn't seem to do anything. Clips just ignored it and shot him, you know. That's, yeah, it's falling apart for that guy. 7-5, they have to save.
Distance-wise, just balls outing here this A-Long, and it's working.
Yeah, it is definitely the weak point of the defense to a degree. Oh, I think he saw him through the little gap there, and that's a really good trade for him. OP again with sort of a split push, which on save I probably wouldn't like to see. They shouldn't just group and take side instead of taking these risks.
Yeah.
On the other hand, Rick just has an ump, so he basically does no damage to Samsky there, except maybe emotional damage. And the job is complete. They did manage to pull him off completely off A side. And they have it now for free. And this retake will be really difficult. Corpello gets shut down by Tories. Tags him, but only once.
Badek and Rig now the only ones left alive. And I don't know why. What buttons I'm trying to press? There we go. Looks like a grouping up.
Yeah. They need to go for kills here, because they have the guns to make that happen, to punish OP. But I don't know about this bug, Black Hat. So who knows if it's still there. You can open a ticket. How about them apples? Oh, perfect timing from Break. Getting revenge on Clips. He might... Yeah, he died to the bomb. I was about to say, if you stand there, you die somehow.
And Matt H picking out Walk just before time runs out.
Doesn't get money, but denies the eco for Walk. But Walk can still easily afford. OP's kind of running away here. They have their money to keep this going for quite a while. FBI needs to come back now or never. But I was about to say OP seems to be full of professionals while Walk was struggling to pick up his AK. No offense, Walk, but that was pretty fucking funny. But he manages to pick it up, and yeah, the double aggression, you know, it's working, but only to a degree. They kind of overstayed their welcome. I feel like they're sort of understanding or realizing that their normal defense is not working out. OP is just taking them apart, so they're switching things up. That's smart. I'm not sure. Bjorn seemed to have the drop on him, but didn't manage to get him. But Rick catches them, and they catch them hands, and by hands I mean M4, and he wins the round. This is maybe the comeback, maybe not.
8-6. 2 rounds could tell either way what kind of match this is going to be.
Will we see a third map?
Well, let's go. Looks like it's going to be a B hit here.
Which is smart. So far they have been playing it slow, they have done split pushes, they've been priming FBI for making them think this is not really a B.
Yeah, best of 3.
Looks like Matt H was going to try to probe, but he heard the util, so he's falling back again. He's probably unsure. A little bit too far. That could have been beautiful, but then it wasn't. Story of somebody's mother, I guess. But yeah, like I said, OP has done this multiple times, so they don't know if this is real or not. But this time it is. Samsky does get the headshot, and the connector player moves to plastic. But smokes come out, and they come out well. Completely denying any sort of counterplay here. Except the mindless spamming, and FBI still not fully rotating. Now I think they got the call, but by this point the side is completely lost. Walk is not planting the bomb tower. There it comes. Franken does get clips. And Opello then falls, actually kills Walk. So now all of a sudden it's 43 for FBI, totally doable. Kraken is low, but I think Toadie's about to... No, that's system actually. Yeah, he gets 2, but then he gets taken out. They know where Toadie's is. Can he win this?
Gets 1, gets 2, but the clips come through.
The clips come out. These were good clips because 2 of his teammates were engaging. I mean, he got 3. Props to Toadies. He got them all, but in the end they lost the round. So they stay in this a little bit longer. We will not cast Sunset Raven versus VA, I believe. I already spoiled the first 2 map results. But yeah, I'll probably go to bed. I'm an old man at this point. I apologize. I did spoil the first two, but I would say don't spoil anything in chat. I will do this after the final map. But seeing you guys in chat, I kind of get a feeling who won the set. Also, the Pav TV kind of also gave it away.
A little bit.
I imagine it was a good game. I imagine. The scores we saw and announced were pretty close and everything, but man can cast only so much. And you know, back to this game, looks like OP's going back to what they know, and there's a lot of blood being spilled. Kraken not expecting the Wild Samsky pushing around. And now it's a 1v2. Can he win this? They know he's on site. He's 50 HP. In the smoke, hyper aggressive, but it might just pay off. They will not expect him here, but he might just be right behind him. Nope, he's not. Yeah, he's not expecting that.
10 HP.
And a dream. Yeah, he gets it. You know, that's sometimes what you got to do. He rolled the dice there, hoping this person would you know, flank there, which is probably what you would do because it's easier to clear angles from that side of mid compared to like the far back side of mid, and it paid off big.
Looks like we're going for a B here.
Yeah, and FBI is struggling with money, so I feel like this was exactly the round OP needed to win. The economy is kind of broken. They don't really have util a lot. And it looks like a fast beat too, which would be beautiful because they haven't done that at all. Somewhat fast beat, I guess.
But
Matt managed to delay them.
Falling off just in time as well.
Yeah.
Or Pello.
Pello gets system.
But it looks like they're going to drop back and go towards A, maybe? No. They considered it.
And again, I feel like this is the mind games. They've like done so many fakes against the FBI, and for a long time, FBI's defense was really struggling to keep up to knowing when to rotate, especially also on the other maps. So they must be really not sure what's going on. I'm not sure I know what's going on, to be honest, because Samsky is still there. I think he's setting up the fake.
Yeah.
Pretty poor util, I would say, but nobody from FBI sees this, so it's probably pretty safe. So now they will probably rotate off B. Yep, there they go. And if OP can hit the timing here, then they can win this round.
Alright, sticks down flips though.
Samsky does still make trouble on A side, but at this point they don't really have time to rotate. Samsky gets another.
Are they going to get timed out of this map? They are.
Matt smells it. If they can stay alive,
might
just get it.
No. Oh, they do. Oh,
that could have gone either way, to be honest. Like if it's like this 1 second, but yeah, it's a bit unfortunate. Matt H wanted to get into a bit of better position, but Toadies intercepted him, and now Bjorn has to get this. But by this point, they could be anywhere. They could be anyone. You know,
he's got full HP, but no armor against 1.5 players. Make that one player.
He's not expecting both in that corner.
Oh, unfortunate.
Yep. I mean, you wouldn't expect two people to hide in that corner.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And OP take that.
Yeah.
And move forwards into the finals, right? That's the finals.
Oh,
next. Let's look at this and see.
I'm still not sure what loser of 14, if necessary, exactly means in this sense, because loser of 14 is the loser of the finals, if I read this right. But regarding this game, it was a close game. Obviously, OP won it, and I think they won it in total with like 4 or 5 rounds. But I feel like it could have gone either way. If it happens again, I will still put my money on OP. But like if FBI can get 1 or 2 more rounds, 1 or 2 more crucial moments, they can absolutely win this. So by no means is it like a big difference in terms of like the gap and the skill or everything. Like it's totally doable for FBI to win this. But if OP can keep their cool, keep their play, especially their attacks, I feel like they're their T sides, their attacks are a lot stronger than their CT sides. No disrespect to the CT side, but it seemed really FBI was struggling to have an answer for the way OP took sides and took out both on Mirage and on Stockpile. So resounding 2-0 for OP, but still very good game.
So Sunset Ravens took. Oh, look at that! It updates in real time. Nice. Sunset Ravens and Lucky Round are going to be playing tomorrow night for a fight against, well, first each other and then a chance to fight FBI for the third place on Saturday the 7th. And OP will be fighting the winner of that match.
But why does it say if necessary? Like, when wouldn't it not be necessary?
So if somebody hasn't been knocked out yet and they lose, do they get? So OP have won every match thus far,
Yep.
right? So if they now lose this match, does that mean that they fight the loser of this match
For the
or the
third
winner of
place?
this
But the
match?
second place, I'm so confused.
I'm not sure how it works, but like OP should get a chance to fall out once, right? Like you have to be knocked out twice to be knocked out of the game entirely.
So basically, the game 14 is not the finals, but the potential setup for the finals, unless OP wins.
Yes, I think
Yeah,
so.
it's totally easy to understand. Uh,
We got there, guys. We got there.
eventually, eventually, yeah.
But it could also can OP and FBI fight again?
I think if FBI wins now, they will go back into the slot.
Okay,
If they
so
win against Lucky Round,
yeah,
then
FBI have won everything so far, so we could see them showing off again,
yeah.
depending on the outcome of the next two games.
But
Interesting.
first, they have to beat the winner of Sunset Raven and Lucky Round. They already beaten Lucky Round, but it was a pretty close game. I think Sunset Ravens versus FBI can also be a close game, depending. So anything goes at this point. I would say it's a really close tournament at this point. So yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
GG's.
I don't understand the format, but I am kind of liking I am kind of liking it. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it's. I feel like. I mean, I don't know. I guess we would have to do interviews, but as a previous player myself, there was always a tremendous like pressure, and I guess that pressure will come back in the finals when it's like literally the last chance.
Hmm.
But up until now, unless you're in the losers bracket, it's probably like okay, we lost, but it's not the end of the world. We can come back from this. So I feel like this is kind of good in a way.
Hmm.
But it's more games for sure. So it's also this. So who knows?
True, true. All right, everybody, thanks for tuning in. RFL, thanks for casting.
It was a pleasure, and thank you.
See you all next time.